Okay, here we have test tubes. Now, test tubes come in a lot of different sizes. These are obviously smaller, mini-sized test tubes, and these are used for microchemistry when you're using small amounts of substances. It's very good for working with things like lead and silver, some things that maybe you don't want to work with in large quantities because they might be hazardous. Now, another thing that they're good for is mixing. Generally, when you mix a test tube, you want to hold it towards the top, and then just kind of like flick it with your finger like this to kind of shake up whatever is inside. And if you keep doing this motion, generally the liquid will mix after a few taps. Over here you have a more common, larger test tube, and even though this can hold more volume, you really don't want to fill it very high. All the test tubes, you want to fill it about halfway at a maximum. Alright? Now the nice thing about these test tubes is that they contain, or they have a little glass lip here at the top. And what's nice about that is that you can use a test tube holder to help you transport and transfer test tubes from one place to another. And if you notice that this test tube holder will catch on this lip that sticks out from the top of the test tube. And this is especially handy, like I said, for transferring test tubes. One of the more common transfers that you're going to make is to transfer a test tube into a beaker of water for heating up. Let's say that, for example, you don't want to heat something beyond, let's say, boiling. You create a water bath using a beaker and some water, and you put the test tube in this water bath and heat up the material inside the test tube using the hot water that is surrounding the test tube. Alright, so those are the uses of the test tube, and I'll show you some more later on when we talk about the Bunsen burner.